Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. It's not the mistakes that define one's character, but the manner in which one responds to those mistakes. You'll never be truly happy if you constantly seek validation from others. The pursuit of perfection is futile. Aim for progress instead. Go where you are appreciated, not just tolerated. Fix your body before you fix anything else. Having a weak body is a reflection of your broken mind. It is a reflection of your lack of willpower, discipline, and your piss-poor life choices. Some disconnections will bless your life. Avoid people who use their pain as an excuse to hurt you. Don't let people know too much about you. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. When you react, you lose power. Life is difficult because we don't appreciate the things that come easily. Don't let loneliness drive you to make temporary decisions with long-term consequences. Once you are in the right direction in life, you stop getting offended and angry all the time because you have so much better to do with your time. True success doesn't depend on seeking validation from others. It stems from seizing opportunities, proving what you're capable of, and accomplishing your goals despite challenges. When you find someone smarter than you, work with them. Don't get intimidated by them. Never expect to get what you give. Not everyone has a heart like you. One of the most dangerous things you can do is compare your life to somebody else's. It's not a race. It's your journey. Don't give up after the first failure. Failure is not the end. It's just a detour on the road to success. Embrace the long game. Patience is the ultimate competitive advantage in the game of life. Your growth depends on your willingness to keep learning, even when it's boring. Keep your personal life private and not telling everyone everything, even when you have a lot to say, is top-tier self-care. Find a relationship where you, naturally being you, make the other person happy. Never sacrifice these three things: your family, your heart, or your dignity. Sometimes it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls off. Show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours. The way people treat you is a reflection of their character, not yours. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Love is not enough to make a happy, lasting relationship. Being open and unafraid to communicate is vastly important. even if it's a difficult conversation. When you find no solution to a problem, it's probably not a problem to be solved, but rather a truth to be accepted. Nothing ever goes away until it teaches us what we need to know. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. To understand a person's character, don't just look at their action, observe their reaction. It is harder to fake a reaction. Everything in life teaches you a lesson. You just have to be willing to learn. Each pain makes you more strong, each betrayal more intelligent, every disappointment more skillful, and each experience more wise. When you get married, everything good about your relationship and everything bad about your relationship intensifies. The more you like yourself, the less you'll need others. Very often, a change of self is needed more than a change of scene. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Things rarely change for the better in your life unless you change them. Hard times are often blessings in disguise. Let go and let life strengthen you. No matter how much it hurts, hold your head up and keep going. Sometimes it's a blessing to not get what you want. Inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow another person or event to control your emotions. He who angers you conquers you. There can be no progress, no achievement without sacrifice, and a man's worldly success will be in the measure that he sacrifices. We advance in life when we let go of fear. Your future needs you. Your past doesn't. It's scary when things change, but it's even scarier when they don't. Your obsession with finding happiness is what prevents its attainment. If you are in your 20s, many relationships will fail and not work, but function as learning exercises. Because of this, don't stress so much. It's all just practice until you're married. Your friends and family do not always know what is best for you. When a defining moment comes along, you can do one of two things: define the moment, or let the moment define you. Stay away from narcissists. They don't play by any rules. They will suck the life out of you slowly. Say no to your desire to be perfect. Otherwise, you won't be able to improve further. Never let yourself become completely dependent on anyone. Always be able to support yourself financially, mentally, and physically. We walk away from our dreams afraid we may fail, or worse yet, afraid we may succeed. Don't stick with bad friends. just because you've known them for a long time. You must determine where you are going in your life, because you cannot get there unless you move in that direction. Random wandering will not move you forward. It will instead disappoint and frustrate you, and make you anxious and unhappy, and hard to get along with. Dreams without goals are just dreams. The second you feel like you're hanging on by a thread, let go. You shouldn't be holding on to something that makes you feel that way in the first place. Be not afraid of life. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. People's actions tell the truth about them, not their words. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Even a happy life cannot be without a measure of darkness, and the word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. You can't be happy with someone else if you aren't happy with yourself. Real growth is when you start checking and correcting yourself. Instead of blaming others, you take your power back by being responsible for your life. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Tomorrow never comes, because it's always today. Your self-worth is non-negotiable. Never settle for anything or anyone that diminishes it. You will never be 100% sure about a decision, but always make a decision because it's better to go back and fix it than to never make it at all. Learn to say no without feeling guilty. It protects your time and priorities. Your entire life can change in an instant. So instead of passively taking what you have for granted, be grateful for it and do whatever good you can with it. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. The harder your life becomes, the faster you will reach your goals. There will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. You learn nothing from life if you think you're right all the time. No one owes you anything. You have to work for what you want in life. Excuses won't fix your problems. Take responsibility for your actions. Accept that you will make mistakes and learn from them instead of dwelling on them. Befriend those who expand your thinking, not just your circle. Learn to miss someone without wanting them back. If life wasn't hard, you would never grow. The only way to feel better about yourself is to do things worth feeling good about. Remember that every time you try, you're making progress. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has power over you. Work on mastering your mind. Excuses are always there and easy to make. Finding a way is what takes courage. Avoid making decisions when you're angry, and avoid making promises when you're happy. You are the only person you can control. Be humble enough to know you can lose everything, but be confident enough to know you can get it all back. Be smart enough to realize that life doesn't wait for you to be okay. Every time you lie, you are creating problems that you will have to deal with in the future. Do the right thing now.